conclusion, from beginning to unifying special insert and shamatha and vipassana. So this class and next class I will more focus on the order or the step, how we can practice the actual, or we can say the pure Dharma. I've been saying the pure Dharma. Sometimes we mix the Dharma and the maintenance practice. Therefore, in order to have a good progress, we need to follow all the steps. When we follow the step, make sure the Dharma is always be pure. Okay, let's say, so you are in the morning, you wake up, maybe you have a shower, have a light breakfast, or without breakfast. So you want to practice the Dharma. You want to practice the pure Dharma. First step number one, as a foundation, you always need to reflect on the Four Noble Truths. Among the four, we need to reflect on the truth of suffering in general. Then you can put more, narrow down, put in more precisely, suffering of three realms. So when you reflect on truth of suffering in general and particular, you should not be like you are just watching or looking at suffering. You need to feel the suffering within your own. After you reflect on suffering, then you need to think, we must think, why do we have all the sufferings? All the sufferings come from where? Then the answer always be the real, the actual, unmistaken answer will be all the sufferings come from causes and condition. Then reflect on the causes and condition of the suffering, mainly karmas and imposed minds. The karma, the true positive mind, attachment, anger arise from ignorance. Then you can make a conclusion. All the sufferings in general, all the particular sufferings arise from positive conditions, particularly imposed mind, mainly ignorance. If I able to eliminate ignorance, attachment, anger cannot be aroused. If there's no attachment, anger, and ignorance, then there won't be karmas. If there's no attachment, anger, ignorance, karma, then there are no causes and conditions to arise suffering. Then you must think, yes, I will be free from suffering because I can be free from cause of suffering. I can be free from cause of suffering because I can eliminate ignorance. I can eliminate the ignorance when I realize, when I accomplish the Dharma, mainly realizing emptiness. After you realizing emptiness, you can control it at first. Then slowly you can eliminate ignorance. Then attachment, anger, karma going to be ceased. Then suffering going to be ceased. Then you can achieve cessation. So few like 10, 15 minutes after you reflect on truth of suffering, origin of suffering, then certainly you able to generate renunciations. Not only you able to cultivate renunciation, not only also you're going to wish, you're going to have a very strong sincere wishing. I wish all sentient beings free from suffering. Then slowly you enter into a second, a step number 2, generating loving kindness, compassion. The loving kindness, compassion must be pure. In order to have a pure love and compassion, we need to practice the 4 immeasurables. Among the 4, first practice equanimity, then loving kindness, then compassion. At the beginning, when we practice equanimity, then the loving kindness can be very pure, can be very unbiased. You can have a pure, loving kindness towards your friends and relatives, including your enemy, all sentient beings. For you, the amount of loving kindness is same as your friends as to your enemy. When your loving kindness becomes very pure, then the compassion also can be very pure. Also, the compassion becomes very unbiased compassion. So when you have a pure, unbiased loving compassion, you can have a pure bodhicitta. So when you have bodhicitta within your mind, you're not just wishing, you are really feeling from your heart, I really want to be Buddha to benefit all sentient beings. This is the aspiration bodhicitta. So when you have a bodhicitta, you becomes bodhisattva, no matter you are male or female, rich or poor, old and young, you actually become bodhisattva. Then you already enter into the Mahayana path. After you enter into Mahayana path, which is the first path of accumulation, then you can think about actually how I can realize emptiness. Some of you can reflect on or meditate on emptiness before generating bodhicitta. Some of you can reflect on or meditate on emptiness after generated bodhicitta. Both ways, both ways are fine. It depends on how much, kind of wisdom you have. After generating bodhicitta, when you reflect or try to understand emptiness, then we must need certain amount of meditation or concentration and certain amount of uh, analytical meditation. Now, step number 3, how we must have a certain amount of concentration. Concentration is not totally separate in the mindfulness. When you mindful on in an object, that means you are meditating. And the best way to have certain amount of mindfulness, you can mindful on your breath. After you gain, good amount of concentration, then you need to realize. So when I breathe in and out, I am the person who is breathing in and out. I am the breath. I'm breath in and out is the breath which I'm inhales and exhale. Then the action you are taking, which is you are inhaling the breath, you are exhaling the breath. Then that time there are 3 things are there. Meditator, also you can name agent, an object which is the breath. The action is, you are breathing in and out is an action. Among these 3 is either is okay. First you reflect on the agent or meditator and you, I am, breathing in and out. I am mindful on the breath. I am. As an agent, as a meditator, how actually I am exist. Who I am, where am I? The first question, who am I, means actually when you reflect, when you think about you, yourself, as an I, who you are you your own body? Are you be your head, your shoulder? Are you any parts of your body? Then the answer must be no. I'm neither my body, my ear, my eyes, my tongue, my nose, my body, my hands, leg. No, none of, I am none of any parts of my body. None of my parts of body is not me. That means you're going to realize you are not, any parts of the body, any sort of body. Any part of the body is not you. Just meditate on, in kind of not emptiness, just meditate on, uh, concentrate. You are not part of the body, any part of the body, not me. The second question you can ask, you can yes, am I totally separate, distinct from my body, from my head, nose, tongue? Then the answer can be yes, can be no, can be no. According to non-Buddhist school, they believe I, me, is a Atma, is a totally separate from the body. According to Buddha teaching, Buddhist tradition, I, me, said never be totally separate from the body. Because if I is totally separate from the body, there's no any connection between your body and you, totally separate, totally distinct. Then when someone touch on your shoulder, it doesn't make sense. You touch me. When your shoulder got a certain kind of injured, there's no point to say, I got injured. I'm injured. Also, if you are totally separate, totally independent from your body, it doesn't make sense to say if somebody has a beautiful face, you have a beautiful face, then you cannot say, I am actually very beautiful. Because the beautiful you're talking about is your face. Your face is not you. You are not face. Also, not only that, you believe you are totally distinct, totally separate, from the body. Also, there's no make sense, doesn't make sense to say when your body is very strong, you cannot say, I'm strong. Your body is very healthy. Also, you cannot say, I am healthy, because you are totally separate from your body. From using this logics or reasoning, finally you can make a conclusion. I am not my bodies are not me, but I cannot exist without depending or relying on my body. My body, all parts of my body is basis for me to establish. Then the object as a breath. Also as the breath which I'm inhaling, exhaling, is the breath is independent, is a kind of one solid piece? No. So because when you breathe in, you can see there's a continuation of your breath going in, out. Which is only going in is not in the outside. Which is outside your nostril, those are not inside. Therefore, the breath has so many kind of parts. The breath is also not independent existent. Then the mind, which is concentrating on your breath in and out. So there's a few different ways you can mindful on your breath. But mindfulness is not the concentration mind. The concentration mind is not the mindfulness. When you're mindful on certain thing, that means you are concentrating, you are meditating. So when you concentrate or say, I'm meditating on my breath, mean you just count the breath in and out, one, and again in and out, two, three, four, five. Continuously, you can count the number of your breaths, maybe only 100, 200, 300, 1000. There's a counting way of mindfulness on your breath. Another way also, when you're mindful on your breath, you can feel just the sensation, just only feel the sensation going in, just mindful your sensation of your nostril. Going out, you can mindful of the sensation and the breath going out. Third one, neither count nor concentrate on your feeling, just follow your mind on the breath. No counting. There are no kind of pleasant and unpleasant sensation you need to feel. Just full mindful of your breath. Then the third one, yes, my mind is mindful on the breath. Is the mind exists independently, not exist independently. Any kind of mind has three parts. Part of the past, part of the future, part of the present. Mean the mind is not just one piece of mind. There's so many parts. Within the present moment, you just put into your future and past you put aside, and there are no such mind you can find. Then at the end, you can make a statement by yourself. You can make your one statement. The meditator, the object which is my meditator on, the mind which is mindful on the breath are not exist independently, merely designated phenomena. Just do another meditation. Then second, you can do the single-pointed meditation. Then, based on your breath, you can, first you can meditate the first stage among the 9. Gradually, gently, you can mindful more and more and more until the 5th stage. Or until the 5th stage, you need to put more effort how the mind sits there. And the mind goes, also bring back it and set on the chosen object. When you reach to the 5th level, then your mind is quite, become quite soft. Because you can your mind mindful on the one chosen object or single object continuously for 5, 10, 20 minutes, 1 hour. Then from the 5th, then you really need to check that time your mind is not be laxity. Means your mind is set there, but the clarity is not there. Mean you is really mindfully on the object, but you are seeing, fall into a little bit laxity. Then try to see the object more clearly. more vividly. Then slowly, yes, you can feel, I can see my breath, not through your not eyes, through your sixth mind. You can really can look like you are really can see. Doesn't mean physical eyes can see him. You're fully aware the breath is going in and out, in and out. Also, you can aware the breath. For only the breath, you can aware the long, long or short or shallow. But the mind is fully mindful on your breath. The breath can be seen, but the concentrated mind doesn't have a kind of strength. It's not really energetic. Means so you are still, fall into laxity. Your meditative mind influenced by laxity. Right? Then here also, so we already discussed for many times, we said, so why we need to practice or generate renunciation. Without generating renunciation, any counsel or practice, good action, always be a maintenance thing. Without having good renunciation, your prayer, your chanting, your meditation, everything going to be very mundane. Second, so why we need to practice, the wisdom which realize emptiness. Even though we actually have the renunciation, if we're not going to realize emptiness, we cannot be free from the suffering. We cannot. And third, why we need to practice bodhicitta. Even though you have a renunciation, you're totally renounced person, you have bodhicitta, you are bodhisattva. If you don't realize emptiness, you don't have the wisdom which realizes emptiness, you cannot be free from suffering. You cannot eliminate the ignorance. Then attachment, anger, something under control, something arise. Therefore, we need to realize emptiness. If you only meditate on emptiness with the renunciation conjoined with the wisdom realize emptiness, you can achieve liberation. You yourself can be liberated, but you cannot be a complete, the fully enlightened being. So in order to be fully enlightened person or being, we need to practice renunciation, wisdom which realizes emptiness, and bodhicitta. Clear? Bodhicitta. Then after, realize emptiness, you have the bodhicitta, you have the renunciation, then the next five perfection become very pure. So today we talk more about unifying the shamatha and vipassana, come about a special insight. Also we learn, so within one practice, how we, try to involve the six perfections. Therefore, first, we just check refuge to the bhajan. chanting the Guru Sharanam Vachami. Guru Sharanam Gacchami, Buddha Sharanam Gacchami, Dharma Sharanam Gacchami, Sangha Sharanam Gacchami. Simply, you must think, you must have a commitments, you must think since today until I am become fully enlightened person, fully enlightened being, I will take refuge to the triple gem, include my Guru. So now we say until we become Buddha. So this will be have a strong inspiration, strong kind of commitments to be Buddha. So if somebody asks you a question, why you want to be Buddha? Why you're not happy just be a, Arya, Arhat, so Arhat or Arhato? Why you are not just be happy being a Arhat? Why you want to be a fully enlightened beings? The answer must be, if I want to be happy myself, if I say just want to be free from suffering, then liberation is enough. But I don't want to just focus on my own benefit. I don't want to focus on my own interest. I want to focus on, 100% to benefit others. How many? All human beings. Not only human beings, all sentient beings who haven't become a Buddha. Then why you are very much concerned, care others? Why? The answer is based on the Buddha teaching, even though based on certain logics and reasonings. Me is not just me only, even though I cannot survive without depending others. Even though this lifetime, whatever I have, this morning breakfast, last night dinner, yesterday lunch, yesterday breakfast, all the food and drink actually come from others. The clothes I wear now, didn't wear yesterday, we wear next, all clothing also from others. The house, actually everything we have is from other. For the short time, we are looking at the owner of the house, owner of the clothes and possessions, actually is come from others. At the end, he goes to other. Even though the body we have, we care every day, we care very much it, but at the end, the body going to be, belongs to others. If you put your body underground, the bones and flesh and bloods will going to be eaten by all kinds of, worms, insects. No more us, belong to us. Your car, will be used by others. Therefore, whatever I have is coming from others. Therefore, I have a connection with all sentient beings. not only connection based on food and drink and position, many lifetimes, millions of time, all sentient beings used to be my dearest mother, my dearest father, my dearest friend. So I cannot ignore, other well-being of others. Therefore, we need to practice bodhicitta to become a Buddha, to benefit all sentient beings. Clear? Okay, now we open the actual text. Just go through. I can read. So also everybody open the soft copy. Unifying methods and wisdom. Wisdom is a special insight. Methods is a kamabadi, special insight. So what we need to practice both together. If we only practice kamabadi for the short time, for the time being, all the negative thoughts can be under control, right? Under control. Like, so since we were born, every day in Singapore, we have to take a shower. When you take a shower, for the time being, for the short time, you feel cool, right? Cool. Then, after a few hours, again, you feel hot. So if you practice only the karma body, for the short time, you feel you are free from anger, attachment, desire, depression, anxiety. When you arouse from kamabadi, at the same time, your anger, your attachment, all negative thoughts going to be aroused. So what you think? I don't just want to be, suppress the negative thoughts. It's a very short time kind of benefit. I want to get rid of all the negative thoughts. In order to get rid of all the negative thoughts, include the mental imprint, we must practice special insight, mean we must realize emptiness, and then meditate on emptiness until we are totally from ignorance, include the imprints of the ignorance. Therefore, we need to practice both. We have to practice both equally, right? Equally. So this we will discuss. Now we go through some quotation, page number 20. So before we, think about eliminating of anger, first we need to reflect the consequence or the result of anger. Right? Anger. No matter whom you are angry on, let's say you're angry with one of your friends. Angry is not the external factor, it's not external phenomenon, it's within, inside. When the anger arises, since your friend become very ugly, ugly doesn't mean physically look very ugly. You feel the person is very, very bad person. Since you are angry towards someone, then you never have a peace of mind. You never believe peacefully, right? So when you meet someone, when you meet your friends, the first you express about your enemy. Therefore, the anger has such as power to bring negative consequence and negative energy, only negative energy. And the anger destroys the relationship with your friends, your families, with your wife, with your husband, with your children, with your colleague, with your neighbors. Still, you can accept. You can see, you can think, I'm okay. I don't need any more friends. Right? You can say, I'm okay. I don't need to rely on my neighbor. I don't need neighbors. I don't need friends. I don't need my family. I'm alone can survive. Yes, you still can think that. But even though when you are alone, you are not happy at all. Not only you are not happy, then next to you, someone very much enjoying their life. Let's say you are very angry alone in the restaurant. But when I go for me, when I go to a little bit, expensive, little bit nice restaurant, I never go alone. I go with someone or my friends. If I go alone, I always go to the food court or the roadside like a coffee shop. Because when you go to food court, you can say everybody very much same as you. Neither both rich nor poor, mostly very much same you. Right? When you go alone in the little fancy restaurant, and suddenly you can see you are very, different from others. Those who look very wealthy, look very rich, very expensive clothes, expensive jewelry and watch. Suddenly you feel what? It can be feel like a jealousy. You're going to jealous for them. Also, you feel yourself very kind of discouraged. So you are very angry. Somehow you went to the coffee shop. You want to drink coffee. When you look around, everybody sit calmly, they're enjoying food and coffee. Then what do you feel? You jealous on them. How come they look so happy and not? Then what do we do? We finish our coffee very quickly, we left the coffee shop. Therefore, even though you despite and totally ignore everything, only thinking about you, if you're angry, there's no happiness. Still you can accept, we can accept. I know need friends and family, relative, neighbors. I know that I alone can survive. You are very angry. Right? But this angry slowly really destroy you in your life. Therefore, many people commit suicide because of very angry, really destroying your life. So before you think about eliminating anger, you need to think the consequence. Attachment also same thing. When we think about attachment, first we can think yes, attachment is quite okay. Actually, the anger and attachment is look like two enemy. Your enemy. Anger is very wrathful enemy. Attachment is very peaceful and gentle way your enemy. Right? When you have an attachment, you cannot see the consequence is so kind of negative. Actually, yes, the attachment slowly bring a lot of negative consequences. Also, you can see this day, there are so many kind of people, particularly youngster, want to commit suicide because of the attachment. So before you think about eliminating the three poison mind, think about more about the consequence of the three poison mind. Also, in our life, we eat healthy food. We name the physical food. The physical food is only for the physical body. So meditation, practicing Dharma, controlling your anger, controlling your attachment are also mental food. If you control your anger, attachment, your mind become much healthier, very healthy. Finally, you can only have a healthy mind. You're never ever going to have an unhealthy mind. But this day, even the Buddhist, even though somebody we follow Mahayan teaching, Mahayan practitioner, we have a lots of unhealthy mind because we only eat the physical food for the physical body. We're not really eating the healthy food for the healthy mind. So think about the consequences of the negative thoughts. So page number 20. The last stanza, paragraph. Then slowly arise from the cross-legged position and make prostration to the Buddhas and Bodhisattvas of the 10 directions. Make them offering and sing their praise and make a vast prayer by reciting the prayer of the noble conduct and so forth. Let's say now, you have been doing meditation for 20 or 30 minutes, then suddenly you can realize, oh, my leg is very painful, I have a backache, I have a headache, I feel thirsty, I feel a little bit sleepy. Then before you really arose from the meditation posture, then you can do, a prayer and chanting. Then you get up, then you do a few times prostration, then take a rest. Take a rest. If possible, when you are taking rest, also you must remember about your practicing. While you are taking rest, you are actually really going very much in the mundane activity. The next time when you meditate you meditate again, then the 10, 20 minutes, very difficult. Right? This one, how you can see, how you can feel, right? Very simple. First, when you see someone, we just observe or see someone as a simple, ordinary, sentient being. Just simple person, don't have any exaggeration. Then suddenly you have a kind of very peaceful kind of environment that moment. Second, you can look at the person from different views, from different point of view. Then you have an attachment, you can have an anger, you can have a desire, you have a jealousy. Then you can see your mind before is a kind of very pure in the sky. When you look at the person from the different point of view, different angles, the mundane point of view, then you are not really dull. This one very easy to see. Therefore, between first and second sessions, when you take a rest, it's very important that you can deal with your samsaric things. Not important that you just take a tea, coffee, going around. But in your mind, you must remember your all practices. The next time, very easy. Therefore, engaging in the conscious effort to the actualize the accumulation of merit and insight by the practicing generosity and so forth, which are endowed with the essence of the emptiness and great compassion. This one is a kind of very important practice, teach us. So forth. Thereafter, then engaging in the conscious effort to actualize the accumulation of merit inside by practicing generosity and so forth, which are endowed with the essence of emptiness and great compassion. When we do simple practice of generosity, okay, generosity doesn't mean you have to give so many things. No. Generosity means whatever you give, even though when you give a 20 cents to someone, when you make a 20-cent donations, that means you give the donation, you offer the 10 cent or 20 cent to someone without having any attachment. You must give things without having kind of thinking any return. Just give with a pure mind. Not only that, is look at with the essence of emptiness and great compassion. Within one practice of generosity, okay, practice of generosity, only one practice, which is, let's say, generosity. When you practice generosity, it doesn't mean you just sit in a meditation posture and you give something. It is not the meaning of practicing generosity. When you're giving something to someone, you are giving the things. So you are the giver. Things is the things going to give. The person is the receiver. There's three things there. You might think, okay, I'm going to, give 20 cents to the uncle, on the roadside. The uncle as a receiver, me as a giver, the 20 cents, we all three are, the nature is totally empty. That means you are reflecting on the wisdom. Also, you are giving 10 cents to the person because you must have a loving kindness and compassion. That means you can say there's a loving kindness, compassion, and wisdom. That means generosity, wisdom, loving kindness. Also, the ethical practice must be involved. When you give something to someone, give with a pure mind. That means it's ethic. The way of giving also must give in a respectful way, respectfully. And also that moment also, when you give something to someone, still you have a little bit, what you call miserliness, little bit. Miserliness, right? Miserliness, little bit. Still holding, and I don't want to give also, maybe next time I give coffee also I need 20 cents. But you don't want to give, but still you think you're putting effort. You are putting effort to give 20 cents. That means also you can say involve the joy effort. Therefore, generosity, ethical discipline, patience. When you give something to someone, it is so important to have patience. We have an experience. So when you open your wallet, there's $100, $50, $10, $1. You don't want to give the $10, you want to give only the $1. Right? You are giving with your pure heart. Give $10, and they will say, looking at this one. What is this $1? It's too little. Then we lost our patience. Right? We get angry. Therefore, that time also you need to practice patience. That's what generosity, ethical discipline, patience, joy, effort, then wisdom and mindfulness. Mindfulness also is very important. That means you need to remember all the practices: love, compassion, kindness, tolerance, ethical discipline. And also you need to mindful, you are giving $1 with a pure mind. After you give it to other, certainly, the person totally tear your $10, $1, how do you feel? When the person tear your $10, $1, just tear, what do you feel? Angry? Generally angry, right? Generally people feel very angry. How come you are tearing my $1? I said, my, you get angry because you thought the $1 is mine. And you already give with a pure mind, pure heart. The $1 is belongs to whom? Then pure heart not belongs to you. Since they can throw it away, they can share it, you don't worry. Therefore, here look at we shall endowed with the essence of emptiness and great compassion. Right? Therefore, in the any practice you do, you should not think, oh, I'm very ordinary person, I'm lay person. I don't think I can do very powerful practice. You should not think, yes, now you can learn that. Simple giving $1 can be very powerful practice. It involves the six perfections. It involves the particular wisdom. If you act thus, your meditation and stabilization will actualize that emptiness that possess the best of all qualities. All qualities. Because, within one simple practice, that simple action of giving, involve the five perfections. That this has the best of qualities. So I will quote it from the Rishis Garland. I always, this is one of my favorite kind of stanza. If you have a book, you can say stanza number 435, the chapter number 5. Briefly, the good qualities absorbed by Bodhisattva are giving, ethics, patience, effort, concentration, wisdom, plus you can see compassion and so forth. What does mean Bodhisattva? Means have a bodhicitta, whatever act with the six perfections, compassion, and kindness. This person will name Bodhisattva. Now, what is the benefit? Because as a human being, you always think about the benefit, right? You always ask that what is the benefit I can have? Right? Yes, I'm a human. We have to survive. We always think about the benefit or profit. Here, my favorite sentence continuously, giving is to give away one wealth. Ethic is to help others. Passion is to have forsaken anger. Effort is enthusiasm for virtues. What does it mean giving? Giving one's wealth. Ethic is to help other. That's mean when you're giving a $10 to someone, you are helping others. Passion is to have forsaken anger. So when you want to control your anger, you are practicing patience. Effort is enthusiasm for virtue. This is very important. Okay, what does it mean? Effort. So you put a lot of effort to earn a lot of money. It's not the effort according to Buddha teaching. Effort is enthusiasm for virtues. Concentration is unaffected one-pointedness. Concentration means your mind is not afflicted by negative thoughts and the one-pointedness. Wisdom is ascertainment of the meaning of the truth. When you realize the truth is wisdom. Compassion is mind having the one, server of misery of all sentient beings. This is the what does mean giving, ethic, patience, effort, concentration, so wisdom, compassion. Now, what's the benefit of practicing the six perfections? Include compassion. From giving, there arise wealth. From ethics, happiness. From patience, good appearance. From effort, virtues, brilliance. For concentration, peace. From wisdom, liberation. From compassion, all aims are achieved. Right? So giving, when you give something to someone, generally, I'm not sure who to say is okay. Anyway, so when you give to someone, arise wealth. Right? For example, there's what. So recently, recently I was listening one of the teaching from His Dalai Lama. His Dalai Lama said, in Tibet, for many years, we have a kind of such a bad habits. When you are sick, you have having problems, you are not so happy. Suddenly, we're going to meet Lama as divination. It's common, even though this day when I'm in Singapore here, many people asking, Geshe, can you do me divination? I have a business problem, this problem. I said, I personally really don't believe much about the divination. Then what Hishma said, when the person meet the Lama did the divination, Lama asked, do this ritual, they ritual, the ritual, lots of ritual. The Lama didn't say, oh, you have this problem, practice compassion, practice kindness, practice, giving and taking, practice of generosity. He said this totally wrong. If someone come to see, as sharing their problem, you must ask them to practice the path, like says in bodhicitta, great compassion, forgiveness. That. Then next sentence here, for patience, good appearance. It's exactly, you can see that moment that you can see very simply. Let's say you are having such a good party. Right? When people gathering for party, what they do, everybody wear dress nicely, very little bit expensive things, and everybody looks so happy, come with the happiness. Right? Suddenly there's a two-person looks so really nice. The clothes is very nice, dressed well, very nice jewelries, having such a beautiful glass with the wine. Then suddenly these two-person got arguing. Then how the person look like? Looks so ugly. Suddenly the outlook probably change. You cannot see the person is beautiful as before because the person look change because anger. That doesn't mean practice patience, appearance, good appearance, generally, for the next step also. From effort, virtues, let's say, the virtues increase or brilliance. From concentration, peace. From wisdom, liberation. From compassion, all aims are achieved. So if you interested, the stanza number is 435. Therefore, here utilize the emptiness that possesses the best of qualities. The jewel in the chorister state, donning the armor of loving kindness, while abiding in the state of great compassion. Practice meditative stabilization, actualize the emptiness, possess the best of quality. What is the emptiness? Possess the best of qualities. It is that which is not divorced from the generosity, ethic, passion, effort, meditative civilization, wisdom, or skillful being. Right? That means when you meditate on emptiness, other five perfections, include compassion, must be involved there. Must be involved with the meditation of emptiness. When you practice compassion, also other perfection must be included in your practice. Then your practice can have a best quality. Then there's another quotations. Actually, this between Q&A between Buddha Shakyamuni and Avalokiteshvara, also Mitriya. The extensive collection of the All Quality Sutra also says, O Mitriya, Bodhisattva thoroughly accomplish the sixth perfection in order to attain final fruit of the Buddhahood. But to this, the foolish respond. But say, in order to achieve Buddhahood, we need to practice the sixth perfection thoroughly. But the foolish respond. Bodhisattva should train only in the perfection wisdom. Therefore, some foolish persons respond, Bodhisattva should train only in the perfection of wisdom. What is the need for the rest of the perfections? That somebody said they not practice the sixth perfection, only practice the wisdom perfection. Why they need to practice others? When the king, that's the example, okay? When the king of the Kashi is the blessed name, offered his flesh to the Hawa for the sake of Beijing, was it is corruption or wisdom? Maitreya replied, this is not so. The Buddha said, Maitreya, Bodhisattva accumulated root of the merit through their deeds in the conjunction with the sixth perfection. Are these root of the merit harmful? Maitreya replied, oh Buddha, this is no. Right? So simply what we need to think in our daily life, I cannot just practice only one single practices. Cannot. You can, but the power is not that powerful. Not that powerful, okay? But as I said many times, right? When you come, someone offer a light. When you offer the light, you're holding the light. The light is the object. You are the agent. Offering light is your action. So that you need to realize emptiness of me, emptiness of the light, emptiness of the action. Not only that, emptiness of the field of merit, the wisdom. Offering this light to benefit for others, ethics there. I need to benefit others because all others in suffering. There's a compassion. Also, when you offer a light, there must be a passion. Whatever passion you can have. Passion. Not in hurry. Not in hurry. You just hold the light. If you have a time, You must have a time to be patient. Sit there, 3, 4, 5 minutes. Patience. Then concentration, wisdom must be there. Then offering just simple life become very powerful practice. Offering simple light can be antidote of your anger, antidote of your attachment, antidote of your ignorance, antidote of your hatreds. Right? Very simple. So this whole chapter talking about skillful mean and the wisdom. So now we move page number 23. The first stanza, page number 23. If a bodhisattva cultivate mere wisdom, fall into nirvana desired by hearers. That a bodhisattva only practice wisdom, then the bodhisattva fall into where? Nirvana desired by hearer. Thus, it is like bondage and cannot achieve non-abiding nirvana. Means, like you, like we, right? When we only practice wisdom, no bodhicitta, so we're going to be arhat. Right? Then, if we only practice bodhicitta with the renunciation, no wisdom, then also we cannot achieve liberation. In order to achieve the non-abiding nirvana, we have to practice both wisdom and compassion. So wisdom separate from skillful meaning is the bondage for bodhisattva. Therefore, just as a person shield for the winds, sing the comfort of the fire, so bodhisattva cultivate the wisdom of emptiness along with the skillful means to eliminate the wind of wrong view. Therefore, we always practice emptiness with the skillful means other 5 perfections, including compassion and loving kindness. It means to eliminate the wind of wrong view. He does not endure accuracy as a hearer do. The 10 Quality Sutra says, O son of the good family, it is like this. For instance, a person who is thoroughly devoted to the fire, who respect is as a regard at the guru, will not think because as respect, honor, and warrant fire, I should hold it in both hands. This is because he realized that to do so will give him physical pain and cause mental discomfort. Similarly, as Bodhisattva also is aware of nirvana, but also does not try to actualize it. This is because he realized that by doing so, he would be turning away from the enlightenment. So simply here saying we need to practice both wisdom and skillful mean, and skillful mean with the wisdom. Right? And also, beginning of our class, I said taking refuge to the Guru, Buddha, Dharma, and Sangha. Yeah, very important. I really hope all of you must, understand how we should really rely on our own Guru. So also you can share, with your close Dharma friend. Somehow in our life, we need a Guru who can teach us the Dharma, who can show us a path to liberation, who can show us a path to Buddhahood. Not only liberation, Buddhahood, who can show us the path to the peaceful life. Right? We need someone, whether male or female, no matter. We need a guru. We need a teacher, guru. So when we feel I need a guru, then we need to find who can be your guru. In order to accept him or her as your guru, you must need to understand, yes, this person can be my guru because he or she possess, all the guru's quality. Based on realizing quality, then you can accept him or her your guru. Clear? Number one. Number two, since you accept him or her your guru, still you should not close your wisdom. Should not close. Still you need a wisdom. Otherwise, since you accept someone as your guru, you're going to accept whatever the guru asks you to do. That means, since you accept someone as your guru, what happened? You close your wisdom. Is no good. Number one. Number two, this is, I can see only, I think, I'm not sure what like Singapore, like Taiwan or Malaysia and China. There's not much in Himalaya, not much in Bhutan, Tibet, in Ladakh. It is much. Since you accept someone as your guru, he or she is your guru, okay? Your guru, not your boyfriend, not your girlfriend. No. Because what I'm saying, since accept someone as your guru, then somebody else spoken to your guru, you're jealous. Somebody prays about your guru, you feel happy. Right? You should not be like that. Therefore, we need a guru, accept guru, some who has all the good quality. Since guru is guru, you are you. You have to separate. I'm his disciple or student, or he or she is my guru. My responsibility, what is your responsibility? Will be my responsibility. My duty is receiving, teaching, practice as much as I can is my responsibility. Your responsibility cannot be like, promote your guru. Promote your guru, not your responsibility. You don't need to promote your guru. If the guru is a quality, the people will follow your guru. If the guru doesn't have a good quality, no matter how many you can do promotion, the guru cannot be promoted. But you can see there are many people promoting my guru, this guru, this guru. So you go there, this is we should not be like that, okay? Okay, so now it's 11:30. We have any Q&A? You are total new. Did you ask her to come? Why? He says want to learn something. Okay, so you are kind of, I'm not sure how much the knowledge you have. Your first time, come to TBC, studying Dharma, practicing Dharma doesn't mean you always have to, follow a lot of rules and regulation. Clear? How about English? Yeah, anyway, generally everybody need Dharma to control our negative emotions. Everybody need Dharma to have a more peaceful life. Particularly we need Dharma, when we are living, we must live with a joyful path. And as a young person, you need to learn Dharma, you need to study Dharma. You must think how I can control my anger, how I can control my attachment, how I can be more patient. Therefore, studying Dharma doesn't mean you need to learn chanting, ritual. No, not that way. You need to learn how to control your negative thoughts. Right? So, as one says, you come to TBC new. Okay, no question? Then we can stop our class here. Right? Again, I'm really urging you, This book, look at which one, English one. How many pages? Yeah, 36 or 37, right? 20, 26, the same. Very few pages. When you really go sentence by sentence, stanza by stanza, actually this book include all the practices. Really, very clearly, very systematic way, clear all your doubts. If you really seriously practice the Dharma, only this book is enough for you. If you don't practice, no matter how many pages you open, how many books you open, how many years you study, there you cannot have any benefit. Instead of having benefit, you have a very harmful thoughts. Right. I know Dharma. I studied for many years. I read this book, that book. You can see, Buddha, you are totally, entered in the, Dharma library. But your heart is empty. Therefore, please, all of you, in Singapore, not kind of coming to TPC by bus, by car, despite all your activity, attending class is not easy. Still, since we have a class, you really put a lot of effort to come to TPC to attend teaching. Now, most important one, whatever we discuss, whatever we learn based on the middle meditation stage, for level 2, training independence, all together, practice as much as you can. Right? When you practice Dharma, practicing Dharma doesn't mean you just sit in the temple, sit in the meditation posture. I said in the past, every moment, every second, you can practice Dharma. There's not all phenomena of you. Anything you can apply, you can use to apply Dharma. Right? Dharma. So wherever you go, Dharma is everywhere. Wherever you go, wherever you eat, wherever you sit, all the places can be, place for practicing Dharma. So I'm urging you not just attend the class, practice seriously. The next lessons we very much more about talk about that. We will talk more about the 6 perfections. Well, the timing also very right because it is finished. I'm going to have take a break. Okay. So at the end we do dedication. Hmm? Sorry? No. We have one more lesson, right? Have 31st Sunday, right? Saturday we have one more class. Yeah. Yeah, so we do dedication. So prayers and dedication is very big different. Inspiration and dedication is very big different. When we say we go to dedicate, we need something in our minds. Otherwise, how we can dedicate? So you came to TBC with such a pure heart. I want to go to TBC to learn how to practice Dharma. Practice Dharma cannot be only my own benefit. It can be benefit for others. You come with motivated by compassion. Motivation is very pure. So when we together here for 1.5 hours, I try to explain. You really try to listen. You are listening the teaching. You are not listening like a lecture and politics things. Our action is very pure. Our motivation is very pure. Also, our goal or achievement is not just only achieve liberation, not only benefit for this lifetime, not only next lifetime. Our goal is achieving Buddhahood. Therefore, with a good motivation, we have accumulated in such a great amount of merit, all merit together, we dedicate to ourselves to be able to practice pure dharma, pure path, to lead to the liberation, lead to the Buddhahood. Second, in order to practice the dharma in this lifetime, next life, after next life, until we become Buddha, we need to go through the, good life. We must continuously have a good life with the food, clothes, medicine. Particularly, we wish to born the place where dharma exists, not only exists, have all the facilities. Therefore, we dedicate the merit to continuously born is good life, able to practice dharma continuously. Last, we dedicate the merit to benefit all sentient beings. Also include your own family. Jamba bhave chedara kemba dam kundo sambo deyam deje. Yeda kunye jesu dam. Gewa deda dam jera do. Dusun jebe gewa dam. Muwa kanga chodo nga bade. Dage gewe zawan degu. Zambo cheche rabdo. Okay, thank you. And have a happy Saturday. Hello, thank you.